The 2014 Godzilla is one of the worst films I have ever watched. That might not be a surprise to a lot of people who watch this, but that's kind of going depth. I don't like explaining the entire film in these videos because I usually don't like spoiling things for people. But in this film, literally nothing happens. And it's so dark, you might as well not watch it because you won't be able to see anything. But anyway, if you want to watch this abomination for yourself, then just click off this video now. So now, on to why I hate 2014 Godzilla. This film is awful. This is the worst characters in all of the Godzilla trilogy. Now, you can maybe say that at the swamp monster, or literally almost any other Godzilla film, is the worst character, except for Godzilla vs. Mothra. Those are good characters. But you can say that a lot of characters are really bland and boring. But I think 2014 Godzilla just takes the cake. It has the biggest war cliche in all cinema history. Now, I know the classic soldier going home to his family cliche is a really big thing in films, but I think we should just let that stupid cliche die. Kill it if you have to. But anyway, but the characters in this are so boring. I've literally forgotten every single person's character in that film. There's literally no memory. Can you remember one of their characters? I'll give you a second. Okay. Now let's talk about the Mutos, the villains in this series. Godzilla has a lot of classic villains, like King Ghidorah, or Mecha Godzilla, or Godzilla himself. And then you have the Mutos. The Mutos suck. They are awful. They're like the Cloverfield monster. Yeah, I said that, but just saying, Cloverfield monster is worse than this film. I might review it one day, but I don't want to watch Cloverfield monster again. I can watch 2014 again. I've no problem with that. But Cloverfield Monster, I just can't rewatch that film. Please forgive me. But anyway, this film is awful, obviously. And for another reason, Godzilla is only in 10 minutes or less in this film. 10 minutes! In his own film! This film's 2 hours long! Why is he only in 10 minutes? You have millions of budget. You have these stupid Mutos that you have like in half of this film. Why can't there just be a Godzilla in his own film? Is there a problem with that? This is almost as bad as Prometheus, where it has no aliens. But every scene Godzilla's in, I love it, because this Godzilla looks amazing. This is my favorite looking Godzilla. It's just a shame how little they use him. 2014 is a really big disappointment. It's a bland Godzilla. It's basically the exact same thing we've been seeing for 60 years. There's literally nothing different to him. Now, I know King of the Monsters, he isn't that different, King of the Monsters is one of my favorite films of all time. Spoiler alert for later today. But this film, just the little you see Godzilla, you might as well have that time having him do something different. Not like it's basically the original Godzilla film with all the fun taken out of it, and just Godzilla just copy and paste. Like imagine if you took a piece of bit of paper, copied it out, ripped most of the paper off of it, and then used your ass to wipe it, and you give it to someone as a film. That's basically what this is. This film literally makes me want to claw my eyes out. I almost cried watching this film because it's so boring. And just the little Godzilla that's in it really annoys me because this is 2 hours long. And I can't mention that enough. This film is 2 hours long and Godzilla isn't in it. Like, he's hardly in it. But I guess you can say there is highlights of this film. The fight at the end is alright. I'd recommend watching it off YouTube instead of the actual film because they'll just cut out all the boring human parts. But the Godzilla design is the only thing that gets me through this film. Gets me through like 10 minutes of it. But it's just, this year we've just had so much awful films. Like, I can't handle it. Like, all the sequels were awful. This 2014 Godzilla was awful. And it's just gonna continue. And do you guys remember The Nun? That film was... okay. Now, if you enjoy this film, I think that's great. Because when people enjoy a film, it just puts a smile on my face. Because somebody being able to sit through 10 hours of this shit it admires me. Like, that should be Guinness World Records. Able to sit through 2 hours of absolute shit. Anyway, see ya.